Well, hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faye, and this is Faye with Floss, my FlossTube channel, all about cross stitch and other creative mischief that I get up to during the week. It's not very festive, this room at the moment, so I thought I'd bring my penguin in just to make it a little bit more, jolly. I'll try and do a video by the Christmas tree next week. That would be quite festive. So yeah. Festive Faye is in full swing. I have been stitching a lot of presents and not a lot of anything else at the moment, but that's December for you. That's it. If I'd been a bit more organised, maybe I would have time now to get some other stitchy things done. But what will be will be. So I haven't got a great deal to show you because most of the things I'm working on are presents at the moment. However, I have got a very big haul. Like, I've never known my haul be so big before. I think this is a record. And it's just stuff that I need as well, which is quite good. So, without further ado, I don't know why I say that, but I do. Without further ado, this is what I've been working on this week, and this is where I am up to. So, firstly, is the what's it called? The Mill Hill that I am doing for my auntie, and this is Tuscan Cottage. So I finished off all the stitches last week, and I am now up to the beadwork. So I have been beading this morning and this afternoon, but I'll be honest, after so much beading, I do need a break. So I'm not sure how well you can see the beads. There will be lots of Instagram pictures of this in the new year to show you the beads properly, but I've beaded that roof, and I have beaded some of the green bits around the windows as well. So that's where I'm up to with that, and hopefully I'm going to try and get it done this week in the evenings. I do find it quite hard to bead when the light is poor. The beading actually, that was very loud, wasn't it? The beading itself isn't too hard. For me, it's just actually threading the beading needle is just an absolute nightmare. I find it really, really hard to just get the needle done. So yeah, that is Spring Bouquet by Mill Hill, the Tuscan Cottage, and yeah, that's going really well. So hopefully that'll be finished and FFO'd for postage next week. I still don't know when the last day of posting is. Hopefully I'll be able to show you before I post it. If not, like I said, there will be lots of Instagram pictures. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then it is just fairy. Actually, am I fairy floss or fairy _ floss? Try both, and my profile picture is my 3 frogs that I've done. So if you find them, then you found me. So I honestly don't know. So that is my first whip. My second whip is my other Mill Hill kit, which is for my parents who don't watch this channel, so I can show you. And this is Christmas Eve, and I have completed all of the stitches, and that again needs to be beaded. I don't think there's as many beads on this one as there is on Tuscan Cottage by the looks of things. Although there's more colours. There's 6 different colours of beads to put on there. Like, even though they're really small, they're still really, really intricate pieces of work. Like, even though the stitching doesn't take too long sometimes on the smalls, like, there's actually 6 different colours of beads I have to get on there now. And I can't even imagine where they go and how they blend. So yeah, I'll be doing that as well, hopefully during the evenings this week. If not, I'll save it till next weekend and do it when there's a bit of daylight, and that should also be done by next week. So there's 2 things I can show you. Actually, there is one thing I have been working on for myself. I've not done much of this, but I was getting a bit fed up with the beading, so I thought I'd do a bit more of this. And this is my angel, which has come from a Cross Stitcher magazine kit, and I'm just working down the dress, and there's a lot of counting involved. Once I've done this bright yellow, then it's just a filler in like lemon yellow behind it, so that won't take too long to do afterwards. and then I just work the top of her. The wings that it comes with let me show you. These, you can see one of them, I'm not moving the thread. These funny little paper wings, and I'm wondering if I can do something different. So I'm going to finish off the stitching. I might not be able to get the material for this Christmas because it's just hard to get out and get stuff at the moment, but I don't know, I feel like being a bit more creative with the wings, but I'm not quite sure on how. If you've got any ideas of how I could create some really beautiful angel wings. I like it when you buy those little beaded fairies and they have like little wire wings with really thin material, and I don't know what it's called or how to make them, but I don't know if it'd be much more suited to something a little bit more elegant than cardboard wings. So I'm going to have a little play with that and see what I can do with it. So yeah, it might not even be a finish for this Christmas. I might even just put it away and get it out again during next year. I don't know. We shall see. So that is the stitching I've been doing, alongside some other stuff that I can't show you because those people may be watching my channel. So hopefully after Christmas I'll make a mini video of all the things before I post them and do like a bit of a crammed video of all the extra bits that I have been making as well, like a present video. So that's my whips, which leads me, oops, I just nudged the penguin. He's in a pen pot, if you're wondering. It's my Sharpie collection, in case you're wondering how he's standing up there. Look a bit like a children's TV presenter, don't I, with a funny little mascot. There we go. The next whip I am going to show you is not mine. Rebel Stitcher gave me the most amazingly lovely shout out on her video the other day, saying how me and my boyfriend swap skills, and he's been teaching me how to paint and I've been teaching him how to cross stitch, and he chose a cat from Just Cross Stitch magazine to do for Christmas, and he has stuck at it. He has really, he's non-stop actually, and it is looking so good. We did have a little crisis last week where the cat tipped a load of mocha onto the table where it was stitching, but luckily there was some paper over the cat, so it got a bit damp, but it didn't get any mocha on it, so it just dried out and it looks absolutely fine. So yeah, crisis averted. Don't buy a cat, and this is it so far. I mean, it's great. I'm loving this. It's his first go at cross stitching, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't realise how big this pattern was. I was like, oh yeah, it's a cat, you can do that, but actually there's a fair chunk of stitching in there. Like that cat, I'd have probably got a bit bored of all those different colours by now. We've switched the colours up a bit. That light cream should actually be like a white, because we did it on white. I was like, oh, we'll switch it, but actually I think it gives the cat a bit more dimension, really. I think it makes it look really cool. So yeah, we've got like 3 little mice to stitch on the bottom of this, and then he's going to finish it as a Christmas ornament. It'll get done for 2020 most definitely. We are so close to a finish, and then he's going to choose his next cat stitch, which is quite exciting. So yeah, it is so nice that we share skills together. It really is. I've not had a chance to do any painting because I'm stressing about everybody's Christmas presents at the moment. So when that's done, then I'll actually get my paints back out and get some really nice things done again. So there we go. That is all the stitching. Ooh. I just pressed the keyboard. If you wonder what that noise was then, if it made a noise, it did for me. That was me accidentally pushing on the keyboard. So that's all the stitching this week. Like I say, I've got way too much stuff that I can't show you at the moment. If I can get quite a bit of that finished this week, then hopefully by next week I'll be able to start doing my own things again. So this brings me now onto haul. I have got a fair bit of haul. So some of it is stuff that's been posted, some of it's stuff that was due to come, and other stuff is from a little trip to a charity shop. I've got it in a bit of a messy pile at the moment, so I'll just grab what comes first and then show you. Oh, but I've got this on my desk at the moment. So this week at uni, totally going off subject now, but it's just here, so I thought I'd show you. We are studying, if you don't know, I'm studying a master's in children's literature, and this week the book that we were looking at was this picture book called The Red Tree by Sean Tan, and it is the most beautiful book. And do you know, it's not even, doesn't even feel like it's written just for children. It feels like anybody of any age could pick this up and get something off it. And the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. I'm wondering if Gail Phillips knows this book, because she's Australian and this is an Australian author. So Sean, it's called The Red Tree, and it's all about a little girl that's having a really bad day and everything just seems to be going wrong, and she's just hoping that that little glimmer of hope will arrive at the end of the day. And it's just so beautiful. Just purchase it on my review, my very brief review here. Just purchase it and see how amazing it is. So I'm going to pop this behind me now so I'll get back to stitching. There we go. Sorry about that. Always a little bit bitty with me, isn't it? So first things first, I will show you my monthly delivery from Chromatic Alchemy, and I'm going to take it out of the plastic. Well, I'll try to. Oh, there we go. It's noisy, isn't it? This is Cold Snap by Chromatic Alchemy, and I've got it in 32 count even weave. Let me hold it back a bit. And I'm still on the Mac, that's why I can't figure out where I am. I think it's gorgeous, and I don't know if you can see it, but it is opalescent. I'll hold it right close up, if I can actually find the camera. Oh, you can a bit, yeah. Yeah, you can see the sparkle. It's an opalescent material, 32 count even weave, and it's called Cold Snap. So I haven't used it for anything yet, but I'm thinking I might find something quite large and festive to put on it. Maybe even the Winter Wonderland, what are they called? Cottage. I bought a couple, and I've shown them in a previous Floss tube, and I can't remember. Country Cottage Needlecrafts, maybe. The little motifs, and you get 12 of them and make a whole village. I could possibly put something like that on this and do like a small one and turn it into a little cushion cover for Christmas or something. That would be really nice. So yeah, that's going to go back in the stash, and it'll probably come out again towards the end of next year when I think of something really nice to put on it. So that's my first delivery. Second delivery was this month's World of Cross Stitching magazine, which I'm not sure if I'm going to keep getting this. I'm not sure if they're sending it me because I paid up front for some extra cross stitch crazies and it will just stop. They didn't actually acknowledge me and tell me anything. I just started receiving this through the post instead. There's a few nice things in here, but I honestly don't think it's as good as Cross Stitch Crazy ever was. I mean, if they were to change the structure of this magazine and make it a little bit more like Cross Stitch Crazy, so you get the best out of both worlds, now that so many of the Cross Stitch magazines have actually folded, then maybe I would carry on getting it. But there was one thing that I really do like in here. I'll show you. I'm not going to give you a flip through because if you've not received it yet, I don't like spoiling it for you, but I will show you one thing that I really do like, and that is this really cute patchwork cushion. So you take a basic fabric, and I think you take any old fabric. I don't think you buy just a cushion, and then you add some little designs, any design you want onto it to make it like really patchworky. So it's just a really nice idea, and you could adapt it in so many different ways. You could do like a nautical themed cushion, you could do a memory cushion for a holiday that you've been on. There's like so many different a cat cushion for your pets. So many different things you could do with that. I might have a go at that because it's like lots of little smalls that'll end up moving into something really big. So yeah, this is this month's cross stitching magazine. Oh, oh no. Right, I'm going to take things off the keyboard because it's making far too many noises that I don't like. Next in my... I'll do all my postal things first, actually. So, a couple of months ago, I signed up to the Little Blue Artworks needle felting monthly boxes, and the December box arrived yesterday morning. It didn't fit through the letterbox, so the postman banged on my door. And I love these boxes. How nice are they? Like, you just know it's a treat when something comes through the post looking like that. And what she does is she sends you all the materials, but you have to log onto the private website that she gives you to actually get the pattern, not the pattern, to get the instructions of what you're making. So I've not actually looked up what I'm making yet, but I can show you a sneaky inside the box of what my not ingredients, you know what I mean, supplies look like. And that's my colours, and I've got pine cones in there, and because it's Christmas she added some chocolates as well, which is so cool. And there is a little wreath as well, so it's looking very Christmassy wreathy, I reckon. So I am going to check out the video for that very soon, and hopefully next weekend get some time to do some needle felting alongside all this gifty stitching that I'm doing. That's the thing, I want to get all my gifting done so I can actually do some other things as well. So that is Little Blue Artworks. That is her website if you want to see it, littleblueartworks.com. That's one of the other things. I've got 3 kits now lined up to do. I've just not got around to doing any of them yet, but I have got the school holidays coming up soon, so fingers crossed I might actually get something done. Right, so my next, I told you this was a big haul, my next very beautiful haul is something that I ordered. Somebody was selling this on Facebook, and it's not often I get there quick enough to get the good stuff. And this lady put it up, and with about 2 minutes, I'd seen it, and I was like, oh yeah, go on. So what she was selling, it's quite a new, yeah, it's from this year as well. It's the Nora Corbett Winter Owl, and it only came out this year, and she was selling it for, I think £10 it was, yeah, £10. And I thought, oh yeah, go on. I really fancy doing that. I did see it, and I did think, oh, do you know, I do fancy doing the owls. I mean, my love of birds and Christmas, and it all rolls into one, really. So I messaged her, and I said, is it still available? She said, yeah. And she said, I'll send it you. And then she said, oh, actually, I'm stitching up Winter Nest as well, and it'll be done by the weekend. So do you want me to send you that as well when it's finished for £10? So I was like, yeah, go on. So as well as Winter Owl, I also got Winter Nest. So I have both of them, which is great. Both out this year, so £20 for both of them. And I think they would have been a little bit more on the website. And they're in absolutely beautiful condition. They look like quite quick stitches. She did them in about 2 or 3 days, but that's never me. And they look absolutely beautiful. So these will go into my box of Christmas things for next year, and this will probably be a November start next year, and I'll see if I can get one or both of them done for next Christmas, because they would be gorgeous together coming up at Christmas, going on the wall. Yeah, so that is the plan. So that was my great haul this week. I was really happy about that. And then I have got a little bit of stash from Lakeside. I've decided, I bought the Lindy Stitches cat patterns, her Christmas cats, and her Mistletoe Loitering Society charts. So I decided I wanted to do it with the called for colours. So I've ordered the week's dye works, Unfortunately, Lakeside were out of one of the colours, so I'm going to have to try and source that from somewhere else. So that is the palette, missing one colour. That is for both the cats and the mistletoe loitering. I'm not sure which goes in which, to be honest. So yeah, I think it's really nice. I love that. I think they'll match really nicely. So I also got the MCs to go with as well. So this is a palette for two different kits, but they kind of all blend in and they're all quite Christmassy. And also, whilst I was there, I thought I'll get some little opalescent squares. She sells samples and they're just the right size for little ornaments. So I thought, you know what, saves me an effort of trying to measure out how much I need. I'll just order a few samples. And I got some samples of the glittery white as well. So that's like 8 ornaments I can make out of those, which I think is great. And just for fun, I also got some little, oh, I can't see there, hang on. Some little Mill Hill beads. They are little opaque sort of tealy ones. They look quite Eastery. Don't know what I'm doing with them yet, but I like them. And I also got some really cute Christmas scissors with little snowflakes on. I wanted the snowman one, which I bought for my Secret Santa, but they'd sold out, so I got the snowflake ones instead, and I like those, so that's fine. So yeah, that's my Lakeside haul. Oh, do you know, I've not brought it, but at the moment I am doing a Advent exchange off one of the Facebook groups. So I've switched with another lady, and she sent me her Advent calendar, and I sent her mine. And every day we open up our presents and share what we've got. And she's sending me some really lovely. I'll show it on next week now, because this is quite a long video anyway. But yeah, she sent me loads of lovely things. A little needle, no, what's it called? Thread organizer with a picture of a cat in the middle, and the cat looks just like mine. A tape measure, some pens, some highlighters, lots of different things, and it was so much fun putting hers together. And yeah, when I've got some more presents next week, I'll show you. If you look on my Instagram, I am updating it every day with what I've got as well, so you can see it there too. So next bit of haul, I ordered some finishing bits off Etsy, ready for when I've actually finished all these 500 ornaments I feel like I'm doing. So I got a pile of ribbons from an amazing Etsy shop called Stash by the Sea. Look it up. She's a lady in Portsmouth, and she has the most amazing collection of ribbons. So I got these from the Stash by the Sea. I bought these trims from another shop, and then annoyingly went to the Tiger shop and found them for £1 for like 3 times as much as what's in here. You're helping small. It's okay. You're helping small businesses. It's all right. And then I've got all these really nice fabrics, like fat quarters of fabrics. Even though they seem a bit bigger than fat quarters. Stockings and bears and snowflakes and stars. And I've got a lot of material here, so if you do get ornaments from me, expect to get this material throughout the next 5 years, because there is a lot. And finally, my last bit of haul. Yesterday, I've got such crinkly paper here. Yesterday, we went for our annual Christmas shopping trip to St Albans, which is potentially one of the cathedrals behind me. I'm not sure if St Albans is behind me or not, but it's beautiful. If you've never been to St Albans before, well worth a day trip. Absolutely lovely shopping centre, really nice pubs and cafes and things. It's a bit short on its charity shops, I'll be honest, but there's a couple more I've noticed since I last went, but it's the right size. I don't like a massive shopping centre. I like something where I can just walk up and down the same street and get everything done on that trip, and that's what we did yesterday. But we have this reputation of going to St Albans and buying lots of presents for ourselves and nothing for anybody else. But yesterday we did manage to get a couple of gifts for all the people, and we still managed to treat ourselves to a few gifts as well. So I went to the Oxfam and managed to source out the Christmas quickies. I keep seeing these on a Facebook group. Dimensions Christmas quickies for 99p. That was £5.15 at its regular price, so it says. And this is from 1990. How vintage is that? But the little patterns, I'm going to zoom right in and not have a clue what my camera's doing. The little patterns are actually so cute on here. There's loads. I feel like challenging myself to stitch them all in like 1 year or something, but I probably won't. And the other thing I got, now I'm not a knitter. I've tried it a few times, I can do a little bit, but I don't understand all the jargon or the little abbreviations on the patterns and things. But when I was growing up, my Nana McKnight used to knit, and she used to knit me some beautiful jumpers. When I was really small, I had this really nice Beatrix Potter jumper, and she used to knit me like little scarecrows and things as well. And this just totally reminded me of my Nana. So my Nana passed a long time ago, but she was the one that was really into embroidery and crafting. I think that is where I've got this from, actually, just from watching her growing up. And I love this book. I remember knowing people in their houses that had these, and was always really jealous because I really wanted them as well. So, but the one thing I really do want, now if anybody wants to knit this for me, then I will love you forever. I remember we had one at school for a bit. Somebody's grandma knitted it. This topsy-turvy Cinderella doll, and this is her. And then, if you, I think I can show this because it's not a chart, it's just a pattern. If you turn her upside down, she becomes Cinderella and she can go to the ball. And it used to absolutely fascinate me, and I absolutely love it. And maybe one day I'll put my stitching down and actually get myself knitting, but I probably won't, if I'm honest. So yeah, I bought that just because I felt quite nostalgic with it. It was beautiful. So there we go. And my last, can you believe it? This is it now. This is the end of my haul. This was long. Now Stitchy Gem, my best friend Gemma, is going to like this a lot. And don't worry, Gemma, I will be passing the stash to you when it's done. Last year, me and Gemma went to Whipsnade, right, no, the other one, Longleat. I get them mixed up all the time. We went to Longleat Safari Park, and we had a great time, apart from the monkeys pulling the windscreen wipers off Gemma's car. That was a little bit traumatic. And then on the way back, we went to this place called Laycock Village, where they filmed parts of Harry Potter. And in a charity shop, I managed to find this kit of, let me try and put it in the light, of Laycock Village for £3 in a charity shop. Now, it felt so thin, I had to ask the man in the shop to open it and check that everything was in there, and he was really reluctant to do it. He just wanted to sell it to me, and I said no, because you check your jigsaw puzzles, don't you, and make sure the pieces are in there. So I'd really appreciate it if you just open this up and check that my chart was in there, because I don't want to buy something and then realise I've just got a load of thread and nothing else and not the picture that's on there. So he was a bit reluctant, but in the end he said yeah, alright. And he opened it and it was all in there. It was fine. It's just quite an old thin kit, actually. Everything is always made so much bulkier these days, and like you get an old kit and it feels like there's nothing there. So yeah, that was the end of my haul yesterday. That was my last find in a charity shop. There was a couple of DMC kits in a different shop that were teddy bears, and it was something that didn't really appeal to me much, so I just left them there for somebody else. I do like to rescue cross-stitch kits when I go into charity shops, but they were selling that one quite expensively, so I just thought I'll leave that. If it goes for a steal, I'd get them and then just do them as a giveaway on here, even if I didn't fancy them myself. But it was just a bit too pricey to consider. So I think that is that's my haul. That's my whips. Stitchy Kindness. I've done a shout out to Rebel Stitcher, who is awesome. I've also started watching high heeled Stitchers videos as well. I've got a lot of catching up to do, but she's absolutely fantastic as well. So give her a watch. She's going to be my Christmas holiday binge, I think now, because it's coming up to the end of term, and I've got an essay due in about a month and a half's time. So I'm going to have to start committing to the cause of writing again. So I might not have as much time in the evenings to stitch as I have previously done, but I'll try and find the time. But it does get a bit hectic towards essay deadlines and stuff. And particularly as this one seems to be going really quick, and it's got the Christmas holidays in the middle of it as well. And it is really hard to get down and focus on study when there's so many exciting things going on around you. Well, even though there isn't this year, we've just got Boris's 5-day window, and that's your lot. So on that note, yeah, have a good week. My plans this week are to carry on stitching my gifts, and then hopefully get back into some things which aren't gifts that I can actually show you as well. And yeah, it is a busy one this week. I have got like lots of uni work to do as well. I've got 2 inset days at school, so I've got a lot of work to do in the library, doing like loads of clearing and stuff. So it's very manual, so I might not have a lot of energy by the end of the day either. And I think we're having Christmas dinner at school as well tomorrow, which is exciting. So yeah, I will still be back next weekend no matter how much or how little I've stitched, because I do enjoy seeing you. And I love your comments down below. So if you've got any questions, anything you want to ask me, then please, please, please put them down below. If you like my videos, please like, if you enjoy my videos, please like them, and please subscribe. I am getting towards that 200 mark now, which is quite nice. I think when I get to 200, my boyfriend is making me another prize, which is exciting, and my cat will get another gift as well. So Marley did make an entrance before, but he's obviously smelt something nicer in the house. I think dinner's ready very soon, and Strictly's going to be on very soon as well. So in which case, thank you for watching. Keep stitching, keep smiling, and I will see you next Sunday.